A good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody. Good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody. Good brunchin'. You are tuned into the Good Brunchin Podcast. Good brunchin'.
Good brunchin', people. Good brunchin'. We are here. We are back. We are back on another season of the Good Brunchin Podcast. We have Miss John. It's your boy Bill the Billionaire. We got Tamika Royale. And my man Ace Brown's going to be here. He's having some technical difficulties. But we're here. Good brunchin', me. Good brunchin'. My bad. I got the claps going still. Good brunchin'. How you?
Everybody, you already know, maintaining, not complaining on this beautiful Tuesday. I am off. I'm enjoying it. And now we're on the Good Brunchin show. I miss y'all. I miss y'all.
Definitely. Good brunchin' to everybody. Good brunchin'. Miss y'all. It's sunny out. I don't know where you at, but out here in Jersey, we good out here. Yesterday I got to go play me some golf. It was 65 degrees. And it was amazing. It's 63 degrees right now, going up to 70. Yeah, around 3 p.m. I sound like a daggone weather newscaster, whatever, meteorologist. But it's definitely, yeah, that's why I had to come into the sunroom and get some of this sunlight, this vitamin D. Pause, because I know I got. Yeah, see, they just be people like you that always want to get ahead and pause something. Okay, so we're gonna pause that. But good brunch and everybody in chat. Hazel, Ty in the building, super villain in the building, Tasha in the building, Auntie in the building. Good brunching. I don't know where Net is at, but Net gonna be in here soon. And she's a regular. We don't come on here, she gonna hit us up. So how was your week?
It was pretty good working, getting things together. Saw you at Apollo, super dope, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Meek be having like a dope week, and then she just be sitting there like this. Yeah, so we did this, and just did that, and that was like this. I need a sunroom. Y'all look great. Well, look, I'm in my sunroom. Meek is in her. What's that? That's your master living room. Villain's asking where you at.
I'm somewhere in space.
Yo, and shout out to everybody. Yeah, real talk. Shout out to everybody that came out to the Apollo. The Apollo was
yes,
dope. It was an amazing situation, and the love was definitely real in there. So I definitely got to thank everybody that came out and showed love at the Apollo. It was definitely had a good time, and then we hung out laughter. We hung out. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, if there was another spot open, I think we'd have been there.
We would have been there too.
I think we'd have been there too. You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to Super Villain. My man was in the building.
Word, Villain pulled up.
Jeff pulled up. Lala pulled up. We had Cash pulled up. Everybody.
Right, everybody.
It was definitely a dope experience and a night I won't forget. But I know I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna definitely be back. There's some more things in the works, and we got some other projects and stuff going. So that's definitely dope with that. But people, today. We're just gonna jump right into it. We always have our little segments, and today we didn't get to do it since we've been back. So we are gonna be doing the red flag, green flag. Okay, y'all remember the red flag, green flag? Red flag, green flag is where we get you some situations, and y'all will tell us how you feel about them. Is it a red flag for you? Is it a green flag for you? But make sure you're following us on all platforms. Yeah, Villain said outside. Yeah. Villain was outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Villain?
Yeah.
Look. All I'm going to say is TMZ is real. Shout out to TMZ. Okay? Because Villain been at karaoke and Villain been at the Apollo and the TMZ cameras is out. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it like that. There we go. This Net.
Hi, Net. Hi, everybody. No, it was dope. Apollo was really a good evening. We got to sit and continue on giving you your applause and giving you your light for the hard work that you have been doing. And we all get to witness your hard work when we sit and we do the brunch show. And the love was amazing. So we gotta shout out to you, Sir
Thank
Dave.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Get some claps for that. We're gonna get some claps for that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So let's see what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go. Let's see where we're gonna go with this. Okay. This a red flag or a green flag? Talking about others negatively when they're not around. So you got your friends, and you see how they talk about other people when they're not around. Is that a red flag for you, or is it a red flag? Is it a green flag? Like, how do you feel about that?
So I'm not gonna judge you about how you talk about like another person. Like let's say we outside, right? And somebody comes in and you like, did you see that shit? I'm like, yo, that's crazy, right? That's
Yeah.
a different situation.
Mhm.
But if it's friends and then you talking about another friend and you don't talk about that friend and they face like that, then that's a red flag for me.
Okay, it's a red flag. Villain said, "What's the subject matter?" And depends on the subject matter. My thing is, if you're going to, it depends because if you're in each other's face all the time, but then when they not around, you talking crazy about them
Yeah,
and
if
doing it,
you being
that's a red
fake,
flag for me.
that's being fake. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm
but
saying? That's being
that's what
really
I'm saying. As
fake.
a
Yeah, so that's a major red flag. That's what I'm saying. It's depending on the person and the situation,
Mhm,
right? Like if it's a coworker, like let's say we at work and I'm cool with this person at the job, and there's another coworker and we really don't like that person, but we have to sit and act cordial because it's work. I'm gonna
mhm,
sit and be like, yeah, hi, how are you? But in the back, I'm like, can't stand this bitch, yo, but I gotta shut the fuck up because this is work.
mhm.
You understand? Like, there's so many different scenarios to it. But again, if it's like, let's say it's an everyday casual thing, like we go to karaoke, we're always at karaoke, and you is me, there's somebody here, and there's somebody within the group that's always with us in the group, and you hee hee ha ha, but then when they out of it, like okay, then yeah, that's definitely a red flag, and I
Mhm.
can't fuck with you
Yeah, like
like that. I
that's
can't
that's
fuck
my
with you
thing.
like that.
That's my thing. I think it's definitely a red
Because
flag.
I've said to talk about people like, yo, that she's walling, right? But
Yeah.
I've never said anything to somebody that I didn't say to that person.
Mhm. And people, let us know if y'all want to get ahead and jump on in here. If y'all want to come on and cam up and get on the camera, y'all can go ahead and do that. Just put it in the comments. Send me the link. We'll send you the link so you can get
Come
ahead and
on
join
now.
and
Come on now.
have some fun. We allow guests to come brunch with us, so y'all can get ahead and do that. Let's just read some of the comments. Auntie said red flag because if they talking about others, they talking about you. Do they? Are they always? Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility.
There's
There's a
a
possibility.
possibility. There
There's a
is a
possibility.
possibility.
I think there's definitely a possibility. Ty said, red flag only if they can't say it to them. Yeah, it's definitely like my thing is this. Now, my
I
next question
agree.
I want to ask to y'all is it a can you stay around a friend red flag? Can you stay around a friend red flag? So like I know for like myself, if I see a red flag, depending on how red the flag is going to determine how much I can
So
really be
what you
around.
mean? Like let's say we
So
all
like, all right. So let's
together.
just use this. Let's just use
Yeah.
this. So like
Mm.
this, I see how they be talking about people behind their back, right? And don't say nothing to their face. So that's a red flag to me, right? But now, do I stop messing with that person because of that, or like I don't stop messing with that person? Like for me now, I'm just cautious on what I do around you, what I say around you. I have a different guard to who you
So
are.
what has to be understood is me, right? If I'm in a situation like that and I notice that this person is constantly talking about somebody like that in that way, I'm automatically gonna be like, yo, but why you don't tell them that to their face? You know, it's like I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna end up me as who I am, I'm gonna end up approaching the person like, but every time that person is around, you act one way, but when they leave is another. And that right there I already know is gonna cause some type of thing. I'm already feeling a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And because I feel a certain way, I need to not feel a certain way anymore. You understand? So I'm gonna address it, and I can't, especially if you don't. And there's no excuse because I'm witnessing you talk about them behind their back, but
Mm-hmm.
then in their face, oh, you want something? You need anything? Nah, bitch, you cool.
Yeah.
Right then and there, I'm gonna be like, yo, but you don't do that when she's not here. So it's understanding that right when I start noticing something, I'm gonna approach it, and if I feel a certain way about you, I could tolerate you.
Mm-hmm.
I could tolerate you. If I feel a certain way, if I don't like who you are, or if you have all these red flags, I could tolerate you, but it's overstanding. I'm only tolerating you because other people can't see what I see. So I'm gonna tolerate you, but I'm gonna still be watching you. You know, that's just how I see it. So I can't be friends with you, but I'll tolerate you.
Yes, and then I saw that. I'm gonna just go to the comments. Super Villain said, "If you vent to me like, oh, this nigga chew food like a donkey, just go ahead and vent. But if you like,
Mm-hmm.
what do you say? A grape is nah. We need all parties available. Bloody flag.
Mm-hmm.
We got K Star. What's going? Welcome K Star. Welcome to the Good Brunchin. Good Brunchin.
Welcome,
Welcome to the Good
welcome.
Brunchin Star. The other half of TMZ is in the building. Tiff is in the building. Hey Tiff, how you doing? Shout out to Tiff.
Hi,
Tiff also
Tiff.
came
Hi,
out.
Bo.
Tiff also came out and showed love at the Apollo. So I appreciate you for coming out. And Auntie said you that person you feed with a very long wooden spoon. I agree. You know what I'm saying? So I think with those you got to keep an eye on them and do some things like that.
Yeah.
There's another one. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Because some people are sensitive about this. Now, when you have friends, and as far as making an effort to stay in touch, some people don't really keep in touch like that. Is that is that a red flag or is that a green flag? Because a lot of
I
people
don't.
are sensitive when it
Yeah.
comes to the
Yeah.
keeping in touch and the communication thing. So, is that a red flag or green flag? Hold on, I think we
It
got
as.
we got a guest, ladies and gentlemen. We got a guest. It's Ace Brown. It's Ace Brown. He's here. He's here. Finally, finally, brother. How you doing? Good brunching. Look, we'll put you back in the green room. This is
You
yours.
want
Yo,
to go to the
yo,
back? What happened?
I don't know. Apple always doing this update stuff. Ever since
Mm,
I updated my Mac, my camera on the computer is black. It's just a black screen.
that means you need to get a. Never mind.
Did you? We'll deal with that later.
Now,
Don't worry
it's
about it.
a brand new computer. But
Oh shit.
ever since you know how I say like system update.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It,
that the screen goes black. Oh my
well,
god.
well, now the camera don't work. It don't work for anything dealing with a camera on there. It don't work. I don't know
Oh
what it.
no.
And I
You
don't.
might have to downgrade.
I went to YouTube University. What I should have did was just never updated it. I try to update when I have no other choice.
Right.
This one I updated it because I was tired of the pop ups.
Well, you're gonna have to sit and go on YouTube University again, darling. Gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. What was the question?
Thank you. I knew you was gonna forget it. When it comes to keeping in touch, people that don't make the effort to
Oh, all
keep in touch.
right. So I don't see that as a red flag because I know myself, right? And I have like my best friend, we don't talk every day, but when we do talk, we catching up. You understand?
Mhm.
Certain people's lifestyles, you're not able to have that type of communication with your friends because of somebody's lifestyle. And it has nothing to do with, oh, I just don't want to talk. It has nothing to do with that. It's just there's so much stuff that you're doing, or there's so much that's going on that you just might go a week without talking to your friend. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have a life. Sometimes some people have that wonderful friendship and bond to where they with each other every day. They sleep. Some people have that, and some people just enjoy the friendships to be, a
Mhm.
little thing, So I don't see it as a red flag. I only see it as a red flag as if we're not keeping in touch and we're going like 2, 3 months. You understand? Then that's gonna be like that. What the fuck, bitch? Like, what's going on? I'm reaching out and stuff like that. Especially if I'm reaching out and you're not responding. But me personally, I don't see it as a red flag at all.
I
I
think
have friends I haven't spoken to in a while.
I think for me, when it comes to you got to know where you stand in a friendship first.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people don't know where they stand, and the ones that don't know where they stand are the ones that have a problem with the miscommunication, not the consistent, reaching out, checking in, all that kind of stuff, because of the fact of they don't know where they stand. So when you don't
Mm-hmm.
know where you stand, now you have the time to put in your head, oh, they don't mess with me, they don't do this, and that. So my thing, the main thing is know where you stand in the friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, because I like me and Ace, we don't talk every day. We talk often, but if I don't hear from Ace in a week, I ain't over here like, yo, that's a red flag, yo. Who Ace talking to every day? Like, what? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It ain't like that. And then when I talk to him, it's like I just talked to him yesterday. You know, but the people that are considerate of the red flag, I think they end up being the red flag because they don't know, where they stand as far as
Right, where
the
they stand.
friendship. Yeah. What about you, Ace? How you feel about it?
I feel the exact same thing you said. Just knowing, um, it's crazy because I just had this conversation the other day where sometimes people feel as though they don't understand that you could be friends with somebody, but they're not friends with you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And that's basically like you said, knowing where you stand at in that relationship. Because if you feel as though you're a friend, or you feel as though they're your friend, you're doing more. The reciprocity is not going to align. Like you said, you and I don't have to speak every day, but we don't feel as though because I didn't speak to you yesterday, that means that we're not brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Something's going on, or it's a red flag. But the reason why people may feel that way is because of some fact they're looking for the reciprocity that they give to that person, not realizing that that person is not your friend. You're their friend. You're
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
you. You know what I mean? And then when you start to align all of those things, you start to be like, well, wait a minute. I didn't notice that. Yeah, you didn't notice it because you was giving them more energy than that you should have been because they were never your friends. You was just there for whatever it is that they needed.
Hmm.
I have with me, and especially being a spiritual advisor, it gets hard. Like keeping friends gets hard because they put so much responsibility on me, right? And it gets to where I tell people like it's the same way it's kind of draining being around other people. It does get draining for me to be around my own family and my own friends because you guys are going through what you're going through, and I could feel it. So if you have to know the person, like you to be my friend, you have to know me to know that even if you don't speak, I could still feel what you're going through. And sometimes I just gotta fall back because I get drained. And people get mad because, oh, but especially when it's a friend and I do the friends reading, and then now they feel like you're supposed to check on me and you're supposed to make sure I'm good. No, I did your reading. I'm sitting here helping you. I'm guiding you, but you gotta sit and go do what you gotta do. It's like with me, it's so much responsibility that gets put on me as a friend, and it's like I don't you. They don't make me feel like they're friend. Y'all making me feel like I'm your mother or something. I don't know if it makes sense. So it gets
I'm
it gets hard. It gets hard to sit and call somebody a friend.
right, like I'm your friend, not your fairy godmother. Like, don't.
Right. Like y'all put so much. If you sit and you see that I haven't spoken to you in 3 days or 4 days, it has nothing to do with you. It could just be that, you know what, right now the energy is just too high. It's
Right,
just too high, and I gotta give myself a break because I'm going through stuff. You're going through stuff. I'm feeling everything. It's overstanding a person like myself to know that we need to be in our alone space. We need to have that 4 days or 3 days or 5 days where we're just us. It's not no, and we're gonna text you. You may not text you, hey, how are you? Because of course you're gonna pop in our mind, but to interact and you want to be talking every day, like that's just not who I am. That's not what I do. And it gets a little difficult to sit and keep friends because they don't know their place, how it's supposed to be. So it gets a little troubling.
I'm just reading the comments. Yo, Deacon said, "Toe, what a nice house you have." Uh, my bad. Randy said, "Birthday dinners with more than 8 to 10 people should be banned." Hazel
Mm.
said, Hazel Aces in Seattle right now. He agreed. Tasha said, I have one friend that feels we need to speak every day, but I'm good with going a few days without speaking. See, that having to talk every day to me is wild. Like we don't need to talk like not like the need. I don't mind if it happens, it happens, but it doesn't happen. I'm not like, oh, I didn't talk to such and such today. You know what I'm saying? We forget the
Hmm.
root of friendship. Darren Randy said we forget the root of friendship. Nope, you need your space, and if you're not, we get tired of that person. I speak to Bill once a month and Ace twice a year, but they still the bros. That was Derek, yo.
the damn
Oh my God, man!
life.
Find you something to do so you don't even have to count how long we haven't spoke. I'm grinding, and that'd be another thing. Like, yo, I'm
Hmm.
so in like the
That's a
people that I
lot.
talk. To, a lot of people that I talk to every day is a part of where I'm going. That's the reason why we're talking. Like, I really don't have too much like, hey, so what you do? Like, I have my people that I talk to that have those moments, but then they understand, like, all right, if I'm out there, I can check in when I want to have to, because you do need
Mm-hmm.
that release time. But the people that give me my peace and the people that, I'm comfortable in my season wherever I'm at, that's who I'm around. That's just where I'm at. I don't got time to I can't spread myself to so many different people.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also don't want to make myself that accessible because at the same time I'm going through my own stuff, and then the more people that I got on me, I start carrying their stuff, and I'm like, nah, I got to get
Mm-hmm.
me together right now. You know what I mean? So stop saying we friends
It's
if we
like
don't
so
fuck with me or break
it
like
has
this.
nothing to do it don't have nothing to do with our friendship. It's a personal thing. Personal space, personal
Yo,
development, So
this dude Derek is the most sensitive person. Dude said, "Oh, so I'm not a part of where you going now? Wow, at least I know now." But the crazy joint is, I just
Work,
had this dude. I just did 2 shows with this dude, like
work,
within weeks. We just talked, like, yo, shut up, man. You
and
was
then
you obviously involved. In, shut up, man.
a lot of times I only speak twice a year. Yo, it's at least 3 times a year, my nigga. Come on.
Hey,
hey
yo,
yo,
hey, yeah. All
that's
right, we gonna go.
hilarious.
Yo, we gonna go on to the next one. I want to hear how y'all feel about this because I thinking about the question and then trying to be an adult and then really breaking it down. Let's just see where we go with it. Being friends with an ex and being friends with an ex and keeping in touch regularly. Red flag or is that a green flag?
Um, it's depending. It's
Speak on it.
depending.
Speak on it.
So like, all right, if you have kids with them, I could get it that there's a regular conversation going on and stuff like that, keeping updated. And if
No,
you,
no, no,
it
no.
has
I
to
don't.
be.
I don't think. I
I
don't think
don't
when they
know.
say regular. I don't think when they say regular, they're saying um as far
It
as the
could have been.
kids.
It could have been. It could have been like a 6 months thing, and y'all realized it didn't work. But to be like every day, like y'all best friends, I'm gonna be like, why y'all don't just be together?
Everybody, yeah. So that's the thing. Athena, we was just talking about Athena the other day, and I
We
said,
sure
"Wow,
was.
Athena's gonna
She's gonna
pop up."
pop up.
And I
She's
said,
gonna pop
"Athena's gonna
up,
pop up," and Athena's
and
here.
she popped
Athena, what's
up.
good? Shout out to Athena in the
It's
building.
a red flag for me. It's a red
Everybody's
flag for
saying
me.
red flags because people say
Yeah.
X and then they talk. All right, because all right. See, Randy just said, da, da, da. He said when we say X, meaning their last partner, because when people say X, they talk about 10 years ago. That was my ex. So, like, is there an X limit? Like, there's a lot to this,
I
but
mean,
I'm
you
seeing a
if
lot of
this
red
was an
flags.
ex from if this was your ex from high school, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I was with her like 10 years ago, man. It's nothing. We just cool. I could
But that
get
was
it.
they
I
were
could
together
dig
10
it.
years ago, so now it's cool. They can be talking regularly now.
Because yeah, like it's not regular though. Like that regular shit is that's what got me like a little once in a while, yo, what's good, check in, check out, whatever. But y'all talking every day, and then if I find out you talking to them more than
I
me,
feel you.
it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, Ace, how you feel about it?
I agree with me. Like I think that before if you would have asked me this question about 6 years ago, I would have said differently. I would have been like, ain't nothing wrong with it. But
Hold
now
on, I'm coming back.
now I think that it does play a factor that if you're the talking regular is what matters. Like, what do y'all have to talk about that much
Yeah.
for you to sit there and have to have continued on a daily basis? Because normally I would go ahead and dissect. Well, what do you mean by often? Like, but not being real.
Yeah.
Like talking about the fact that it's noticeable. Nah, that is a red flag. And then I think you said Randy said it. What are we talking about as far as ex? Because if I was dating you in high school, and then we just were friends now, we've been friends before the person I'm with, and now through. How did I introduce you to that person?
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is so and so. We went to high school together, and then when we private, I may tell you, yeah, we had dealings, but we've been friends. We've been on the friend tip for X amount of years. And if it's some kind of substantial time, I
Yeah.
think that should be taken into consideration. But it still shouldn't be where I'm on the phone with that person every single day, all day, every day.
Yo, what if the person ugly?
What if the person?
Yeah, as he ugly as hell.
Yo, talk who you want to talk to then. Go
No,
ahead.
because look, let's just be 100.
Mm-mm,
What if they're not attractive and if they're attractive? Because I feel like sometimes that matters. And I know I'm not saying that matters, but people in certain people, they be like this. The one that she bad, like this. Yo, just because she looking don't mean something that's the ex. Like it's then. But then the ugly one,
If
you
the
cool with, you
girl's
getting cool with.
ugly, if he's, it's gonna be the same thing. I
It's
may
the same
think she's
thing.
ugly. I might think she's ugly, but there
But
was a time that he ain't think she was ugly.
yeah, that's true.
Okay,
But
he was with her.
I think what Bill is saying is, do you feel as though it's a thing for you? You find her to be ugly. Are you more so like, I gotta
No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
because I'm the type I'm with Bill on that. I'm like this. I don't care. I don't care. If he ugly, like I look better.
There was a time that the guy that I'm with, if this ugly chick is my man's ex, and he was doing her for a very long time, he ain't think that was ugly. So you're gonna get the same treatment as a pretty female because he didn't think you. That's my opinion. I think she's ugly. He ain't think that shit back then.
Does it run through y'all head? Does this run through y'all head? Speaking of the ugly stuff, does it run through y'all head when you see like an ex of your, a person you're dealing with, your mate, and they be like, yo, I used to date him or her or whatever. And
this is your girl now?
Yeah, it's yours now. You with her now.
Huh?
And she come, like, let's say you dealing with her, and she like, yo, I used to date him back in the day. And you think he ugly. You don't say it to her because, like Mika said, that person may not feel that way because in fact they dated them at one time.
Oh no, I'm telling them, don't get it fucked up.
What
They don't think it or not. But go ahead.
Right, but you can mention it. You can mention it, but you're not really. But let's say, for example,
good brunchin.
Let's say, yo, Athena, like she about to make some pancakes.
My daughter gave me COVID, so just
oh my god, no.
Oh shit.
Oh,
my first time.
Oh baby.
Oh,
it's not like it used to be. Keep talking.
But what you call it? You ever see them or whatever, and then like think to yourself like, you used to do all the nasty stuff you do to me to them?
Nah, like, I might
think that.
That's in my head.
Nah, I can't. I don't want to do that.
Like, ew.
But that's what I'm saying.
I never do.
There was a time.
I can't even think that. Why would you do that to yourself?
No, because they're ugly. They're ugly.
Nah,
so
I don't care. I don't care. Even if the ugly man got it, like that's something. Like, look, I'm like, nigga, do you see me? Nigga, you sure? But at the same time,
what's the topic? I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying though. like, you don't be like, and you.
Nah, I don't. I don't get it. It's the topic is a red flag or a green flag if your man or woman speaks to their ex regularly. Is that a red flag or is that a green flag?
I don't like that. It depends on it depends on the relationship of where the hell you at, in the mountains or something? You got the trees behind you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in my sunroom. This is a little sunroom.
Fancy sunroom.
Cut it out.
I think it just depends on the ex and like what the relationship is, because my ex, well, we exes now, but he used to speak to his ex, but that was his like home, that's his home girl.
How far of an ex was it?
Like 12 years before, 13 years before.
So
that's good.
He was already cool with her. They was already
they were friends. I'm friends with my exes.
But can they?
But y'all don't talk regularly.
Can any of your exes get it though?
What?
Can any of your exes get it?
Oh yeah. If I would, if I.
All right. So this is the.
Wait a minute. I gotta think who's still around.
Oh.
Yo, it just went from to hold on. Let me
The Atlanta ones, no, but the New York ones can always get it. And it's with people I ain't seen like 15 years, but
all right, so look, so that's perfect example. So that's perfect example. Now, though, all right, let's just put it like this. Let's say you have a man now, right?
Yeah.
and you have a man, but you're talking to the ex that was from 15 years ago that could still get it, but you do have a man. But you talk to that ex, not saying you're doing anything, but you talk to him regularly. Do you think that should be considered a red flag? Because
No,
right
but
now
I
you're
wouldn't
just
do
saying
that. I
you're the
wouldn't do that because that's disrespectful. Because I know
so you
my
just
intentions.
There you
so you
go.
okay. So you just so you would just be like I couldn't talk to him.
No, I would speak like periodically, like, "Hey, how you doing?" or whatever, life situations. But I ain't gonna be talking to you once a week, like, "Hey, boo, what's good?" You know, and I got a man, and I know that me and you could get it. No,
Yeah, she's setting boundaries, which makes sense.
yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
you
do
gotta
that.
say about it.
Mhm.
I have
You
morals.
have to. You better
Yeah.
set them
What, Billy?
motherfucking. You don't set them boundaries, it's gonna be a problem. You heard?
Yeah,
Facts.
that's why I'm still
Overstand.
single. But it doesn't matter because if I have morals or not, I still ain't got no man. So maybe I need to act immorally, and
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
maybe I'll get one.
Welcome back,
Oh my
Athena.
God. Welcome back.
And I look
Welcome
like
back.
somebody grandma with my robe.
COVID
Listen.
or COVID,
You
I
look
think.
like me every day.
Hey,
That's
listen,
me every day.
This
COVID,
is my pregnancy robe from when I had Sydney. I still have it. 10 years
COVID,
later.
no COVID.
Okay, here we go. I like this one. Here we go. I like
What's
this
one?
one. Red flag or green flag. Rushing into commitment without truly knowing each other. So, like, is that a red flag or green flag? Because I know people
The red
that
flag.
will want to
That's a red flag.
wants to rush in a relationship and falling in love early when this joint just started. So, is that a red flag or green flag?
Definitely a red flag.
I
Why
think it's
why
a
why
red
consider
flag.
it a red flag?
I can speak for that because I've done that before.
You've been the person,
Sometimes
or
you
somebody's
just,
been coming to you?
huh?
You've been the person, or that has come to
No,
you?
I've been the person. I've been because you also got to look at that person's background. And I'm okay now. Thank you, my therapist. But
Mhm.
because I've longed or wanted love so much and I got out of something, I was yearning for that. So I kind of rushed into something else with someone and it made them feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And I did that a lot. It took me a long time to get to my senses and be like, I can't rush into different things like that. I can't find the love that I was missing from this thing to that thing to get it from this person.
Mhm.
It just
So,
kind of depends on your background.
I hear you on that. Let me just read the comments. Derek said, well, Rand, hold on. So let me go. Okay. This is okay. So here we go. Deacon said red flag / green flag. Hazel said green flag because what if the feelings is mutual? Does that become a red flag for both? And then Tasha said the dude may be homeless and need a place to stay. I've learned. Auntie said I've learned that that's a red flag. I'm gonna come back and touch it. And then Randy said those kind of people not using condoms on day 6. And then, yeah. So let me see. Let's go back. I think somebody said Hazel said green flag because both of them could be on the same. If it's a mutual feeling, then it's just a mutual. That's just where you at. I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
something different.
I feel like it's a red flag, and I feel like you got to know that person's history because the reason why they're moving that way, something had to happen. Sometimes, because I'll say it like this: sometimes people get out of relationships and they go right into somebody that just shows them some type of love or whatever. Some person like they can give nothing to care about them, but do something that that person that they were with doesn't do, and it just that's all they needed. And now they're just like so in love, and that's when they focus it on. But they're not thinking about all the other traumas, or whatever you got to do. So I feel like it is a red flag when somebody's rushing into something, but you got to know where it's coming from because if you don't know where it's coming from, but then like this, this can sometimes it can be true, sincere feelings. You know what I'm saying? This is just really how I feel. I'm
I
ready. I
think
know what it is.
it's a red flag for me, right? It is a red flag, but I do overstand energy and I do know where it can be to where you could align with somebody and really, really, really be like, yo, this shit is dope. You understand? I'm human. And I know not, I'm not going to say everybody goes through this, but many of us have gone through it where you meet somebody and that person is your ex now, but by the second week, I was like, yo, I fucking love him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. Sometimes the connection is just for that moment. It's a red flag. It's a red flag if you become like obsessive. Like, oh my God, I met him today and I'm in love with him and I'm gonna marry him tomorrow and you all in his DM and like that's crazy, But Energy is energy. You really can't help who you align with. You sometimes we can't control who our heart falls for.
Mm-hmm. How
But
you
it's
feel
still a
about
red
that?
flag because niggas is psycho.
Um, I think you said Derek said it earlier. I think it's a red and a green flag. I think it's a red flag, like Mika said. If that person is imposing it on somebody because, like how you even said, you chimed said, if that person is just missing one thing, and you like, yeah, I was missing the fact that she didn't give me a massage, and then all of a sudden you like, this person love giving massages, man. I love this person. Like, nah, you just was missing that avenue. You're accepting it. But if that person is like Mika said, if that person is like constantly like, oh yeah, we met today, we get married tomorrow, we're doing, I think that is a red flag. But I say it's a
That's
green.
crazy, not a red flag.
Yeah, but if it aligns, what I mean, it aligns. I think the older that we get, the more we know what we want.
Deacon said, you can date intentionally and get to know each
Yeah,
other, but we
but
not locked down.
when we
Huh?
do when we do know what we want, we know that those type of things, it don't take us forever to tell somebody how we feel. So I think that it could be a green flag as well. Very wants.
I agree with that too. Because if I meet you, if we sit and we aligning, and my heart is like, yo, this is it. This is who I want to be with. And that's it. I'm not gonna put that pressure on the person, but overstand I'm gonna work on what I want. So I might sit here and say, oh, like I really love him and I really like him, and they're gonna be like, oh, but he doesn't feel the same. And I'm like, I get that. He's not me, but if this is something that I want, I'm gonna work on it. I'm not gonna be obsessive about it. You
Mhm.
understand? But I could be the one saying, yeah, I'm in love with him and I don't care we was together 2 weeks and this is what I want and I'm gonna work on it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But it's when you act crazy and psycho about it. Again, we can't help who our heart falls for. And we're gonna sit when we fall for somebody or we love somebody, we're gonna do everything in our power to keep something that we know that we want. Just don't act like a psychopath.
Yeah. Hazel said, excuse me, Hazel said, I had an ex admit that to me, that's why we are together. It was a lack of what his ex partner didn't give him. And that's going to be real. The talking
Mm-hmm.
stage is like crack, said Randy. Sue Villain said, I can't call a color on the flag. Some people understand the difference between love and admiration. That joint is real. Tasha said,
Mm-hmm.
my last ex and me are better off as friends with benefits than a couple. See, you got to know you got to know where you stand also.
Mm-hmm.
Certain things don't work, and that means he's still getting the benefits. I guess, Tosh. Mika said the same. To get like that over a person with no references is crazy to me. You never really know who the people are till you marry them. So, yeah, that journey is. I won't say you till you marry them. I'll say to you live with them. I really feel like you got to live with somebody, and live with somebody because it's easy when you can get ahead and you go to your place, she go to her place. You know what I mean? But now when you're living with somebody and when your finances is in with each other, that those things bring out the true side of people. So,
Mm-hmm.
there's no, I can prepare myself. No, it's, I woke up like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to accept Athena with this bun on her head. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. So there's
Mm-hmm.
I
no
must love y'all because I am really on here just like this.
look. You love us and all these people watching. So I
I
mean,
don't care. This is me.
we know and look, listen, we know. And she said,
I may
Alicia,
find a man faster looking like this than when I'm all duded up.
Damn
dude,
well,
Dude it up.
dude, it up is crazy.
Duded up.
I'm using that
well,
now. I'm all duded up, y'all.
you damn sure will, because that's just you being you. He don't have to worry about whether or not you got makeup on and all of
Sure
that.
enough.
He taking you for the raw, so you damn sure will.
This is
If
raw.
you if
My
you can get
nose
back,
is
if you can
raw.
get past the raw, because look and then look, just know they gonna we all gonna age.
I'm still cute.
Look at her, I'm still cute.
They will. You
Look
will.
at me.
Li-
You will
Say that
find him.
again. Say that again.
I said, Meek, I just love her. Thank you for checking in on my child, but her godfather did it, Meek. I appreciate you. And she was in the hospital and
That
everything, but he did
that's
it.
a
But it's
lie.
okay.
That's a lie.
You
But
said
okay.
a quick
That's
text.
a lie, but okay. That's what you want to try to lie to the public. Okay.
Look at me. I know you was busy, Billy. I don't hold you. You know, that celebrity life is a mess, boy. I tell you, it's
Or
a hard thing to deal with, man.
on
So
now.
I got somebody sent me a red flag, green flag. It says
Oh shit.
red flag. You see how I wasn't even paying no
I know.
attention. Red
Hollywood.
flag, green flag. The person working closely with their ex, and they share a business.
Wait, say it again.
Or is it a red flag or a green flag? Working closely with your ex, with you and the ex have a business. You and your ex, y'all got a business together. Y'all are exes now, and y'all have a business together. Is that a red flag or a green flag? I'm gonna go ahead and go out there and say red flag. It could be red or green, but I'm gonna say red flag because of the fact of depending what y'all broke up on. Like,
Yeah.
what was the breakup on? If it was an ugly breakup, you better get out of there now because you got to see each other every day. You got to do all that kind of stuff. And now y'all might be operating on emotions instead of what's best for the business.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is a red flag. And at a certain point, y'all are going to have to find ways to part ways to do your own thing because of the fact of it's going to get ugly later, especially if y'all are at a point where it's not seen. Because look, I'm pretty sure you don't want to see her with another dude, and she don't want to see you with another chick. And the possibility of those things happening, y'all working so closely together, is gonna happen, and that can bring up old.
I think the only way that
feelings. All
won't
that.
work for me, the only way for me, it will be it won't work is if we broke up and I really have this feeling towards you. You understand? But if we break up and I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Let's just get this money. Let's get this money. You understand? But it all depends on what was the reason why we broke up. You know, I won't be able to work with somebody that I have some type of, I'm not hate, hostility towards. You understand?
Mhm.
It's not gonna work. But if there's no hostility, we broke up, we accept it, we move on. But especially if we're ex and we have kids, but we have this business and the business is helping us with our kids, y'all better get the fuck over it.
Mm.
Y'all better get over it and do what you have to do, or y'all just gonna have to sit and pay it out. But I don't think it will work with exes if there's hostility still in within them. It's not gonna work. Figure
How
out
y'all
how
feel
to
about
buy
that?
it, get out of it.
I
You
wouldn't
know,
have a business with an ex anyway, so I'm not even gonna put myself in that situation. I
but
just
why?
wouldn't work with.
But well,
I
I mean, you
wouldn't
wouldn't
work.
have a business. You wouldn't. So you saying you wouldn't go into business with somebody that you're with?
No,
Okay, so you were never going. Why is that?
Yeah.
I thought about it in the past because I know that there's a person that has just as much. I think me and them together would be sick in the business, but I was like, I wouldn't do that just because it could cause much more conflict into something. I just
Is it more? Is it
relationships
more?
are so iffy,
So you trying to say you wouldn't want to start? So when you say this, do you say you was working for somebody? Like y'all went, like you have your business, your agency, right?
Yeah.
Are you saying y'all both being a part of the agency, or your agency being a part of like his entity? Like you being this, like say me and you together, you being my assistant, but you being who I'm with. Are you saying in that realm, or we start a
No,
business together?
I'm starting
And
a business together. Like, see, something like something like that I can do. So if I have a person that's say they do what you do, and I know I'm an assistant or whatever, I can do something like that because I know my craft and I know how great I am at it. But
and you
I
can do that with
can't.
the person that you're with.
Yeah, I can't do a business together, like starting a full business on together. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I think for me, certain things is like I like to keep separate because
Yes.
like Bill the billionaire is gonna be different from Bill the husband who I'm here with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once you come on to this side, I'm not looking at you as my wife. I'm looking at you as a part of the business, and you have to be able to take that from me, or the way I'm gonna do things, to where just because you might do this in the house, now this is me, or you're working with me, and this is how this has to go. So that's why I like to kind of keep it separate. If I know the person can't handle that, that life, like look,
Additional, it can work if the person, it can work.
yeah, it can work.
That's why I prefer to date people in the industry or somewhat that knows kind of what I've gone through or what I'm going to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can relate to the lifestyle that I live. If I have to do something, I have to move, I have to do this, you know what I mean?
How do you?
So
Let me
I
ask you
think
this:
it can happen.
how do y'all feel about that? Like working with somebody. I mean, being with somebody that is either in your industry or understands your industry, is like involved in it, or like would you rather not? Like me or Ace, like being with another comedian. You know what I mean? Like me personally, that's always been like a nah, I'm good type of thing. Could you work with somebody in your field?
Hell no.
Why you say that?
Really?
I can't. Not I now they could be now when you talk about being in the field as far as like a agency or a manager, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can cut it off and I can stay professional. But I can't do it in the form of another comedian because most of the time, and we just know we're very judgmental. What I don't need is for every time you turn around, you wondering why they didn't book you, or you know what I mean. If I'm trying to help you with your you don't you want me to perform like you. It's too much comparison, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to deal with that. Like I said, a person being a manager, a publicist, something like that. Yes, they're in the field, but they're not doing exactly what I do. I can
Mm-hmm.
do that. I could date someone that's a publicist or
Yeah.
another form of an entertainer or artist or whatever. I can do that. You know, if they're manager, talent scout, I can do that. But another comedian, hell no.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree. How
I
about you, me?
don't. I think with me is I don't care we could be into the same thing or we could be into things that's different. It's just understanding who I am as the businesswoman and who I am as the wife and a mother and a friend. That businesswoman is a whole different woman
Yeah.
from outside of that. So I don't care what you do, you just gotta understand that when we step into this office, we not talking about home. We not talking about what the fuck we was talking in the car coming over here. We ain't talking about none of that. This has to stay functioning even after I die. So know that I don't want to hear shit about this. And if you could understand the difference between that, I don't care what you're doing. We're gonna be just fine.
I don't. Here's my thing. My thing is this. Like for me, I don't think you could date another person that reads.
Oh, definitely no.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. I know that.
Definitely
Wait,
no.
wait.
I
What
say it
you
all
mean
the
your cards
time.
ain't flipping? My cards is
I
flipping.
say it all the time. And it's not even like
Me,
that because I know a lot of men. I know a lot of men, a lot of amazing babalaos, a lot of amazing spiritual advisors that are men, good energy. But to sit in a lot of the men that's into the stuff that I'm into, they feel that they dominate over us, if that makes sense, not realizing that there's a whole different thing to it when it comes to women and men with this. So I know it won't work because we're taught to be like warriors. You understand? And if I'm two warriors in one house in that way, for me, it won't work. And you definitely not gonna sit and be trying to tell me what the fuck to do, talking about you pull your cards. Nigga, I can pull my cards too. What's going on? But
Yo,
I can't see me doing it.
the crazy thing is, Supervillain just said, reading each other to death. Them arguments would be blockbuster. Like, just
but
show some card set.
I got
That joint be hilarious, yo.
I,
I'm be
I
like, yo, Uno out, nigga, Uno out.
And believe it or not, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. One of the main reasons I personally can't be with somebody that especially does like readings and tarot is they're too feminine for me. Like they like I'm not saying that they're gay, you understand, but they're too it's too much of a feminine energy that I pick up from them and I don't like that shit. I need you to tell me sit down from time to time, okay?
She need to be shooken
I
up a
gotta
little
get
bit.
yelled at a little bit, okay? Because I'm always in flight and fight mode. So so, no, honey, no, nigga, tell me to sit the fuck down. That's it.
Yeah.
So
All right.
yeah,
So
that's it.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna let Meek do her meditation Tuesday now. If we got time after, we might do another red flag, green flag before we get and close out. So we're gonna set it up for Meek. You ready, Meek? We not gonna see you, right? Meek, are you there?
Yeah, you're not gonna see me, but you guys could hear me, right? Let me know
Yeah,
if you
we
guys
gonna.
could hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead. It's on you.
Can
Yes.
you could hear me? You could hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Lower the music a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Lower it a little bit because I feel like it's overpowering me.
Uh,
All right, you guys can hear me?
yes.
All right. All right, y'all. Good brunching, everybody. Good brunching, my family. As we navigate the current astrological energies, remember that this is a time of transformation and release. The cosmos encourage us to shed what no longer serves our highest good. Just like the trees shed their leaves in autumn, we too can let go of old habits, thoughts, and relationships that weigh us down. This act of releasing can be liberating, allowing space for new beginnings and deeper connections with our inner selves. Take a moment each day this week to reflect on what you need and to let go of. This could be limiting beliefs and toxic relationships or even an unfulfilling job. Write these down and set an intention to release them. You may choose to perform a simple ritual such as burning the paper or burying it in the earth, symbolizing your commitment to freeing yourself from what they burden you with. As you release, embrace the energy of the present. The universe is urging you to connect with your true self, meditate, journal, or spend time in nature to explore what your heart truly desires. What ignites your passion? What makes you feel alive? Trust that by letting go, you are making room for your authentic purpose to emerge. In these moments of uncertainty, it's vital to feel safe in your faith. Trust that the universe has your back and that each step you take in this journey is guided. Affirmations can be a powerful tool. Repeat to yourself, I am safe. I am supported. I am walking in faith. Let these words sink deeply into your being, reassuring you that you are not alone in this process. Remember, faith is not just a belief, it's an active practice. Walk confidently in your truth and let your actions reflect in your inner beliefs. The more you align with your authentic self, the more you will feel the support of the universe around you. As you release what doesn't belong to you, you will begin to uncover the layers of your true self. Embrace this journey with curiosity and compassion. Your purpose is not a destination, it's a continuous path of growth and discovery. Allow joy, love, and creativity to guide you. This week, focus on living intentionally. Take inspired actions and trust that each step you take is leading you closer to your true purpose. The energy of the universe is with you, encouraging you to shine brightly and share your unique gifts with the world. Embrace this week as a time of transformation, safety, and purpose. Trust in the process and know that by releasing the old, you're making space for the new, and a beautiful experience awaits you. Love you guys.
There we go. There we
That was
go. We thank you, Meek. We thank you. We thank you. Namaste. Namaste.
namaste.
Namaste. Hold it. I don't know if we did I stop the meditation music? Did y'all hear? Y'all hear the meditation? Okay, we good. We stopped.
Very
No, we
relaxed. It
stop
was
it.
very relaxing and needed.
See, sometimes you
Amen.
gotta get that in
Amen.
and get there to that Zen place.
If I knew how card readers worked, I would get one because I'd be wanting to know what the hell's going on.
What you mean if you knew how they work?
I had
Which
one before, and the girl was pretty great, and I wanted to go back to her, but I don't know if it's good to get them from people that really know you because you don't know if they really telling you. I don't know.
you have to sometimes, it's always good to get it from anybody. If you know them or not, it's just if you trust them. You have to really, really trust them. They have to sit and show you. With me, when I read the people that I do know, I
Hmm.
look for things that I know I wouldn't know about. You understand? So most of the time, as close friends we have, there's always something that our friends don't know. And if somebody that's a friend of yours is a reader, she's gonna tap into something that you know that I don't know about for you to realize that I'm real about this and I'm here to help you. So if you it's all about the trust. You have to really trust that person. It's just like if you're going to a counselor. Like people go to readings and they get reading, oh, I want to know, I want to know. Sometimes you're gonna go get that reading and we don't give a shit about what you want to know in the future. What are you gonna fix now for you to receive what you want in the future? So if
Yeah.
you're going to a reader or an advisor, you should feel comfortable to heal than really want to know what's happening or what's to come, if that makes sense.
No, I understand.
So you could just, even if she knows you, do you feel safe with her advice? Because that's what we are.
she
We're just
doesn't-
spiritual advisors.
She doesn't really know me, but I know she has my back. So
Right,
I do
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you trust
I need
her,
to
just
work
try
on
it out.
Okay.
Try it
Who
out.
knows?
Do it again.
Who
You never
knows?
know.
We'll see.
You
Y'all need
never
to put
know.
this. Y'all need to put this on fan base. I don't know why y'all not on fan base. Y'all could be making like dollars.
What's fan
We go-
base? I never heard of it.
we
Fan base
Go
is
ahead,
just
Billy. What you say?
nah, guys are guys.
no, I was saying fan base is just conversation. You can't
No, it's not. You can, sweetheart. Yes, you can. You can actually put up to 2 hours of your programming
What is on there now?
fan base. It's
You
phenomenal.
talking about after recorded through this? You talking about or
You can
live?
do it after recorded. You
We
can do a
record it.
live.
We can post it. It's like you can post it. You can go
You
live.
can do
So
a
I'm about
live.
to look into it. So we need to do this. Hello.
Hold on, say that
Let me
again.
know.
You can't go
Okay.
cut individually.
Yes,
No,
you
you can
can.
visually. You
Let
can
me
visually.
explain since I've been on it.
I don't. Fan base ain't paying us for this, so we're gonna talk offline about this, and then we can talk. We ain't gonna talk about fan base right now. This ain't no
Right.
sponsor. We can talk about it. Nah, but
They ain't giving us no money right now. We on
for
StreamYard.
real, we can. No, I know what you're talking about. No, I agree. But we ain't giving them no free promo. But people, listen. If y'all are out here in Jersey, March 22nd, I have the Laughter for the Ladies comedy show is going down. I got Natasha Face and comedian Imagine is going to be there, hosted by yours truly. If y'all come out, tickets is $35. It comes with your first
Imagine,
drink.
light skin Imagine, little short Puerto Rican light skin
Yeah,
Imagine.
yep.
He's old as shit. Okay.
Oh my
I got it.
gosh.
No, I'm
Look.
sorry.
So they be in the building. So if y'all come out, get your tickets, hit me up in the DM. And
Yes.
make sure y'all are in the beat. We at Tony's Bar and Grill in Bergenfield, New Jersey. So that's on the 22nd. Make sure you're in the building. Ace, you got something coming up, Ace?
Friday I'm at a private event in Hamlet, North Carolina.
I have an
That's
event.
What you got going on, Tina?
I am actually, if you're in Atlanta, this Sunday I will be doing it's called Candle Making Games and Mimosas. It's going to be a catered little brunch and mimosas. Tickets are $65 and you get to make a 70-hour burn candle. Hit me up for information. I have the link in my bio on my Instagram page.
70-hour burn?
It's a 70-hour burn candle that you get to make your own candles. This is my first business promoting Parker Van Agency, LLC. And I'm very excited about it.
Congratulations.
I want mimosas and make candles.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Next
My
year.
girlfriend's actually catering it pro bono for me as a gift.
Come on now.
Oh, you
Come
better
on.
get it.
It
Give
takes
it
a
up.
village.
We have a mimosa bar, and the food is really good. We're gonna have little crab cake bites and chicken and
Tasha, you in Atlanta, Tasha? Yeah, please.
Tasha, you better
DM
go,
her the
Tasha.
information in the comments. She's out in Atlanta, so she said DM her the information.
Okay, I definitely will.
Yeah, so it's definitely, if you're out in the Atlanta area, go ahead and go check out. And Tina, we got to talk too, because I got some stuff for Atlanta, so we'll talk
Okay.
after. All right, so we'll figure it out. But listen, people, on behalf of the Good Brunchin team, we love y'all. Tina, thank you for tuning in with us.
Bye,
My man
guys.
H. Brown, Mika.
See you later,
we will see y'all
Tina.
next Tuesday. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. And listen, this is the Good Brunchin Podcast. We're going to holler at y'all. Enjoy y'all week. Peace.
Good brunchin', a good brunchin', a good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. 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 Everybody, good brunchin'. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. It's the Good Brunchin Podcast. Everybody.